gorgeous people. This is Amber's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you found my channel. I like to do fashion and craft DIYs and all kinds of other fun stuff. So if you like this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you don't miss any time I upload a video. Alright guys, in today's video, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to decorate my banister area for fall. Normally I don't decorate it for fall, but I have so many fall craft supplies that were left over that I decided to go ahead and do a whole little display on it. Why not? I have the stuff. Why not use it, right? So today I'm going to show you my banister, and then in the future I'm going to show you how I did like my porch and my outdoor area. I still have to do some DIYs for that. I'm going to film those for you guys as well. But yeah, those are my plans. So without further ado, let's see how I decorate this thing. Okay guys, before I get started decorating my banister, I'm going to show you how I embellish this flag that I got from one of my box flips boxes. I'm going to take these leaves that I got from Amazon and I'm just going to glue them around the edges because the edges are unfinished and I want to put this in the center of my wreath. I had mentioned when I did those wreaths, I think it was last week, when I did those wreaths that I just felt like it needed something in the middle, so this is what I'm going to put in the middle because this is what I had on hand. So I'm literally just taking the leaves and I'm going to glue them around the edges all the way around, just layering them just like this. Now, as I was putting them on, they were super thin, so the hot glue started burning my fingers. If this happens to you guys, just simply take a silicone spatula and use that to hold it in place until it's secure. Okay. Now that that's ready, this is what it looks like in the center of the wreath. This is totally more my speed. I have a very large zip tie that I got. I think I got these from Amazon. They're like really super long and you get a great big pack of them for like, I don't know, I think $10 or something like that. It was very inexpensive and I have a ton of them left. So I'm going to use them to decorate my banister for fall and Christmas. So I'm literally just going to zip tie this wreath to the top of the banister here on each side. I had to run down and get another zip tie because I don't know why I didn't take two up. Awesome. Okay, so anyways, once I zip tie it in place, I'm going to grab my wire cutters and cut off the excess, and then the wreath is already in place and ready to roll. Now, I had trouble cutting this off. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but for some reason, I could not get these pliers to cut that off, so I had a little bit of trouble, but I eventually got it. Okay, there's my son popping into the video looking to see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this floral arrangement and I'm going to zip tie it to the banister because it's just the pot is too wide for me to just sit it on there and have it stay. So I have a zip tie around the pot already. I'm going to slip another zip tie inside that zip tie so that I can zip tie everything to the banister. Did that make sense? Sure hope so. As you can see on the far left here, I already did one because I wanted to see if this idea would even work because I really wanted to use these in this spot because there's really no other place for me to put these. And I needed more decoration for this banister to make it look, I don't know, amber-like. I know that it might be, well, it probably will be over the top for most people. But I mean, if I'm going to decorate it, I'm going to decorate it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, pow, it's fall, okay? So I go ahead and zip tie it into place, making sure that it's 100% secure, which it is. Like, you can't knock these off. These are really secure because those pots will break. So I had to make sure that it was really good and in place. So now I have these little fall, like, I don't know what you want to call these, wall hangings that I made. And unfortunately, I don't have the tutorial for that, but they were super simple. I just simply glued everything where I thought that it looked nice on a canvas. Nonetheless, I'm just kind of moving them into place, making sure that they're even on each side. These turned out really cute though because I used those fall mason jar wall hangings from the Dollar Tree. Now I have these corn stalks that I got at Gabe's. They came in a pretty big pack for $1. It was at the end of the season. I was super excited. So now I'm trying to figure out how the heck am I going to incorporate these on the banister? Yeah, I don't know yet. So I go ahead and grab the leaf garland that I got from Walmart. These were $3 for each of the garlands. And I'm just going to go ahead and drape that into place first. And then I feel like it'll really start to come together and I can decide where I want to put the rest of the stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and I'm securing it around the banister first, like around that last banister leg, and then I'm just going to drape it into place. That's pretty much all I'm going to do here, guys. And then, of course, I need to like tuck it in underneath things so that it stays in place. So I tuck it in underneath this little picture that I have propped up there just to make sure that the garland stays up and in place, because nobody's going to touch this. I mean, the only ones that come in and out all the time are me and Noah's dad, so there's really nobody that's going to bother this, so it's going to be just fine. So then I take the other one and then I'm going to obviously drape the other side. So once I do that though, for me, it's just not enough. You could totally stop here and just do the one garland and be good, but I'm going to add another one because I just feel like it needs more leaf, more fall. I want it to be thicker. And you know, I actually thought about beefing up this garland with like some deco mesh and all kinds of other stuff, but I decided it was busy enough just the way that it is, so I decided not to do that because I have some other elements that I'm going to add to this in addition to the corn stalks, so I don't want it to get too crazy, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, to a lot of people it might already be too crazy and busy, but I love it. I think it looks super awesome when it's finished. So I'm taking another garland and I'm going to go ahead and drape that garland over top of the garland that I just put into place. It turns out that it's literally one for each side of the banister is the perfect length. So I'm glad that I had just enough left because honestly, I wasn't even sure. I mean, I'm just using everything that I had left over after I made everything for my craft show and using some of the things that didn't sell at the craft show. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to use everything that I already have so that I can make this nice fall display. Now, I am also going to share with you guys how I decorated my kitchen. I'm going to do that in another video because I just don't want these videos to get too long. I'm going to have a couple of small tutorials on how I made a few things to put in there, and then I'm also going to share with you how I'm going to decorate the outside. Again, a couple of tutorials on some things that I decided to change and or embellish for the outside of my house, and then everything will be totally ready for fall, and then you're probably going to blink and then it's going to be time for Christmas. I said it, guys. Christmas. You guys will start to see some Christmas tutorials coming up from me in October. So if that's too early for you guys, just come on back whenever you're ready to start getting in the mood to start making and or decorating for Christmas. Okay, so I'm just trying to tuck those leaves underneath the little picture there so you can actually see the pumpkins that I painstakingly made and put on there. I will have a tutorial on a little pumpkin display that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. I got this little pumpkin with a pacifier at a craft show and I was trying to decide where I wanted to put it, and I decided it was way too hidden there, so I decided to put it in the corner so that you can actually see it. Okay, and now I'm going to grab some pumpkins that I made last year. The stems are plastic bags, and then the round circles are just wood pieces that I painted orange. I did this last year, and I believe I showed a tutorial on it. I honestly can't remember, but I will link all of my fall tutorials from last year in the description box below in case you guys are interested. So I'm just trying to decide where I'm going to put this stuff, guys. That's pretty much all I'm doing here. So I'm just going to continue to play around with this until I can finally get to a result that I think looks good. I also thought I would mention while I'm thinking about it that I can't put anything on the top of my banister. Normally I would, but I can't because my son and the animals will just mess it up totally. So I have to kind of keep everything confined to the bottom of the banister, and that's why I did it that way. Okay guys, I'm putting in the final finishing touches, adding in those last few corn stalks, and once I finish with this and take a look at it, I think it's ready. good to go. This is what it looks like. Guys, I love it. It is busy. It is crazy. It totally screams Amber. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this whole display here. So we're going to start at this corner where I have that little pumpkin with pacifier I got from a craft show. Then we have all of my corn stalks, the garland, my floral arrangement, which I absolutely love. I think it is so incredibly fun with the scarecrow. Then we have the wall hanging that I made from a canvas. I will do a tutorial on some of those, but it just won't be for that particular one. Then we have this gorgeous wreath where I added the Friends Always Welcome flag that actually belongs in your yard outside, but I love it in the center of this wreath. And then we're moving over to everything else that's kind of duplicate to the other side. I almost fell there. Sorry about that. I was walking up the steps trying to film. And that's pretty much it, guys. I love how it turned out. Let's go ahead and jump into my final thoughts. Okay, guys, that was such a challenge to decorate that banister because nothing wanted to fit on it the way that I needed it to, because the little like space to sit stuff is very, very small. So that's why I used the zip ties to keep everything in place, because I still wanted to use my floral arrangements because I had them and there's really nowhere else I can use them in my house, because my son will just tear them completely up if I put them in the main areas where he plays all the time. So that was really my only option as a place to put those, and I really wanted to use them. And then as for the wreath, you guys saw me do a wreath video yesterday where I showed you guys how I made the wreaths, and I personally, for my personal taste, feel that they need something more like in the middle, because I'm an over-the-top kind of person. I'm not a minimalist by any means when it comes to decorating or doing anything. Honestly, I like over-the-top kind of things. So that's why I went ahead and filled that space with this super cute flag that I'm pretty sure is intended for outdoors, but that's okay. I'm going to use it in my wreath. I think it looks really cute. And if I want to, I can always take it off of there and still use it as a flag. It would still function just the same way, even though I added the little leaves on it. All right, guys, that's all I got for you guys in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will have the porch video coming up hopefully next week. We'll see how things go. I am so extremely busy that I can't even think straight. So hopefully I will be able to get that done for you guys sometime next week. All right, that's all I got for you guys in this video, and I'll catch you in my next one.